Welcome to Consult Advisor, an ICT consulting services company. In this video we'll see how data is saved and shared in SharePoint, and how the same files can be accessed through OneDrive and Microsoft Teams. Let's begin with the sites we created. Here we have the Teachers Portal, which is our communication site. After publishing the site, this is the main interface that teachers will see. In this example, the navigation appears at the top. We can use it to move between the home page, documents, pages, and other areas of the site. The home page brings together the different web parts we added, including school news, quick links, official documents, upcoming events, and staff contact information. This gives teachers one clear place to find the information and resources they need. The Documents area contains shared files, while the Pages area contains the pages and news posts published on the site. Now let us move to the Grade 7 English site that we created earlier. From the SharePoint Start page, we select the Grade 7 English site. This is a team site, and its interface is slightly different from the Teachers Portal. At the top, we can see that this is a private group, whether the site has been added to our favorites and how many members belong to it. In this example, the main navigation appears on the left. Home returns us to the site's main page, where students and teachers can find class resources, weekly updates, activities, and teacher information. When we select Conversations, SharePoint takes us to the group's conversations in Outlook, where members can follow and participate in email discussions. Returning to the Teams site, the Notebook link opens the Teams shared notebook in OneNote. This allows members to organize their notes and work together in the same notebook. Pages displays the pages created for this site, while Documents takes us to the shared files and learning resources. The Online Classes link provides quick access to the calendar area configured for this site. We can also use the Recycle bin to view or restore deleted content. Users with the necessary permission can select Edit Navigation to add, remove, or rearrange the links displayed here. At the top of the page, authorized users can also access options such as page details, preview, analytics, share, and edit. Now, to work with the Grade 7 English files, we select Documents from the navigation menu. The document library includes familiar options such as Create, Upload, and Share. These options are similar to the ones available in OneDrive because both platforms allow us to create, upload, store, and share data. The main difference is where that data belongs. OneDrive is mainly an individual workspace. For example, a teacher may use it while preparing the first draft of an English worksheet. When that worksheet is ready to be used by the Grade 7 English team, it can be stored in SharePoint so the appropriate users can access and work with it from one shared location. Now let us see how this works. To create a document directly in SharePoint, we select Create or Upload. We can then choose the type of file we want to create, such as a Word document, Excel workbook, or PowerPoint presentation. For example, if we select Word document, a new document opens and is automatically saved in this SharePoint library. To add an existing document from our computer, we select Upload and then choose Files. From the File window, we locate our English worksheet, select it, and click Open. Once the upload is complete, the document appears in the library. The Grade 7 English team can now work with one shared version of the worksheet instead of sending separate copies to one another. Before sharing the document, let us look at a useful way to organize the files in this library. Metadata is information that we add to a file to help describe, organize, and find it. For example, we can select Add Column and create columns such as resource type, unit, term, or status. For this example, we will select Choice and name the column Resource Type. We can then add choices such as Worksheet, Lesson Plan, Assessment, and Reading Material. We can also assign a different color to each choice. When we are finished, we select Save. To apply this information, we select the Grade 7 English worksheet. Open the three-dot menu and choose Properties. Under Resource Type, we select Worksheet. The file can now be identified and filtered according to its category. For example, to display only worksheets, we click on the More Filter button and choose Filter by Worksheet. This is particularly helpful when the team site contains a large number of English resources. SharePoint also displays information such as when the document was modified and who last modified it. If needed, we can add a People column to identify the teacher responsible for a particular resource. This column is for organization and does not control access to the document. Now let us share the worksheet with another user. First, we select the file and click Share. We then open the permission level and choose who should receive access, depending on the organization's settings, and decide whether they can edit the document or only view it. If available, we may also prevent downloading. After choosing the appropriate settings, we write the name or email of the person we want to share it with. Add a short message if needed and select Send. The selected users now receives a link to the same document stored in SharePoint. If the worksheet is updated, users with access will see the latest version when they open that link. To review or change these permissions later, we open the Files menu and select Manage Access. From here we can see who has access, change a permission level, or remove access when it is no longer needed. Now let us see how this SharePoint document library can be accessed through OneDrive. From the Documents area, we select Add Shortcut to OneDrive. When the confirmation message appears, we select My Files. Now let us open OneDrive. Under My Files, we can see the shortcut to the Grade 7 English documents. This allows us to reach the team's shared files through the familiar OneDrive interface. The shortcut does not move the files or create additional copies. The documents remain stored in SharePoint, and OneDrive provides another way to access them. Any changes made by an authorized user through this shortcut are applied to the same documents in SharePoint. Finally, let us look at how SharePoint works with Microsoft Teams. Here we are signed into Teams using the same account. We will open the Grade 7 English team and select the English channel. At the top of the channel, we select the Shared tab. This area displays the files shared with the channel. When a file is uploaded to a Teams channel, it is stored in the SharePoint site connected to that team. To see this connection, we select Open in SharePoint. SharePoint opens the corresponding folder in the Grade 7 English document library. This means that teachers can access the same class resources from either Teams or SharePoint. Teams provides the conversations, meetings, and daily collaboration, while SharePoint stores and manages the files behind the team. It is also useful to remember that files shared in an individual or group chat are generally stored in the sender's OneDrive. Files uploaded to a Teams channel are stored in the connected SharePoint site, making the channel more suitable for shared resources that the team will continue to use. Depending on the organization's Teams setup, SharePoint may also be available as an app inside Microsoft Teams. To open it, we select the three dots from the menu on the left and choose SharePoint. We can then select an available site such as the Teachers Portal or the Grade 7 English site, and access its content without leaving Microsoft Teams. This brings us to the end of our SharePoint training series. Throughout these videos, we learned how to create and customize SharePoint sites, organize and share data, and access the same resources through OneDrive and Microsoft Teams. SharePoint provides a central location for shared data, while OneDrive and Teams make that data easier to access and use. For more video tutorials, visit our channel.